winter of hell is coming, great genocide. People must prioritize their future survival. You'll soon understand more about the consequences when people elect psychopathic, warmongering, power-hungry parasites to leadership positions. By the time we start to understand, it will be too late. And now's the time to focus on preparing ourselves in every possible way to face the unrepeatable disaster to come. Our future survival will depend on our preparation for it. For years, the holy men and the elders warned us, but we lived in our world and we did not understand that for years the governments of some countries have been taking precautions for a global disaster, natural, nuclear, biological, etc. Deep inside a frozen mountain between Norway and the North Pole is a huge bank of seeds vital to the future of humanity. That's the seed bank. Of course, that there are not to save humanity, as they say, but to be used by the cosmocrats like the 500 million that will, they say, survive wars and disasters. More than 930,000 varieties of food crops are stored in the global seed vault in Spitsbergen, part of the Norwegian archipelago. B. Governments, organizations, and military buildings have built worldwide underground survival bunkers, that is, underground shelters, in the last 3 to 5 years, have increased worldwide almost 700%. And we say, wow, why? Now, the U.S. is digging huge underground facilities in inhospitable areas that are hard for the masses to reach, so they are not meant for us mere mortals. China is digging makeshift subway complexes under most of its major cities for disaster protection, but it seems odd in terms of timing and scope. Russia announced in 2019 that it is adding 5,000 new nuclear shelters in Moscow alone. The Norwegian government is building more and more underground bases and warehouses. Many people simply do not realize how suddenly and quickly massive natural and technical disasters are occurring and without warning. Most of us are still asleep, quote unquote, but soon we will live the reality and we will see those who survive a very different planet. So houses will crumble, skyscrapers will fall like paper towers, schools and shopping malls will be leveled, and the whole landscape will not resemble the city it once was. Millions, maybe billions of people will lose their lives everywhere. Desolation, pain, crying, hunger, and disease. The Third World War will not remind anyone anything of the previous wars. In this war, very destructive and deadly weapons will be used that we still see in science fiction movies. HARP equals flood, storms, hurricane, tornadoes, droughts, causes floods, storms, hurricanes, tornadoes, and droughts. Tectonic, earthquake, volcanoes, tsunamis, Tesla weapons, tectonic weapons, causing earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and tsunamis. DEW, direct energy weapons, energy, laser, microwave, and particle beams. Fires, among other things, they cause fires wherever they want, in any country they want, and in a specific area they want. Rods of God, Space Force, kinetic energy weapons and explosions. Bioweapons, SARS virus, COVID variants, VOS, among others, severe acute respiratory syndrome, deadly virus, etc. Cyber attacks, food, gas, transportation, supply shortages, cyber attacks on the food chain, gas and transportation. So I found a movie from 2009 which is about a global catastrophe. You don't have to watch the whole movie, just watch a few first minutes. Don't forget, the elder said April 2nd, 2020, half of America will sink and the land of the Indians will go under the sea because the St. Andreas fault will open and will be signs and monsters as far as Canada. I don't know if Canada will be above the water or under the water, the signs of the times. Zero Hedge says Russia has a strong incentive to make Europe's winter a frozen hell. Germany, on the brink of collapse, is collapsing into a deflationary recession that has already wiped out Germany's trade surplus If you see the videos just before this one today, I've uploaded the destruction and end of European Union. Putin's main plan is to destroy Germany. That way he destroys the European Union. And of course, the prophecy of Elder Jonah of Ukraine concerning Russia and what's going on today in Ukraine. And Putin is nowhere in that prophecy. So those are useful for you to see today. Germany on the brink of collapse. The EU now faces the prospect of Russia turning the knife even deeper in the wound as we approach the winter months. And while the UK may have left the European Union, there's no doubt that its energy and general economic infrastructure is also deeply intertwined with that of the European continent. UK political stability is also at risk from rising fuel and food prices. And this I've translated for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.